Welcome to Merricks Garage. One of the beautiful things about the 73 to 87 trucks is how simple they are. Very easy to work on, solid steel frame. That allows you tons of options when it comes to modifying and improving them. One of the main advantages of the A-bomb is being able to relocate your suspension, cap off the front end of the frame, and mount a winch all in one piece of material. The A-bomb itself is intended to replace the spring hangers that your stock springs rest on up front and provide a cradle for the winch. By removing the stock hangers, you're able to move your axle forward for better approach angles. You're able to go to a longer shackle in the rear to give you a more supple travel and suspension ride. And you're able to strengthen up the front of the frame and help it resist any torsional rotation. It comes with these burly D-ring mounts, nice bottom skid plate for protection, and as you can see, a fantastic platform to build your bumper off of. The A-bomb itself is going to slide onto the frame after you've cleared the frame of the old bumper hangers, the spring hangers, and all those fancy little rivets that make our life such a pain when we're rebuilding one of these trucks. Here you have the spring hanger mount for the front leaf spring. A very common upgrade for these trucks is to take the rear 52-inch leaf spring. Keep in mind, a leaf spring is measured from eye to eye along the arch of the spring, not eye to eye straight line. So a 52-inch leaf spring is most often found in the rear of these blazers, making it incredibly convenient to take that spring, which will give you roughly a 4-inch lift, and put it up front. In doing so, we'll give you some challenges with the spring hangers up front. The A-bomb solves that by incorporating the motor, the body mounts, the spring hanger, and the frame box all into one device. You can also notice you've got 4 positions to run the spring, enabling you to mount the wheel back or mount the wheel as far forward as you can see here, which is about a 3-inch movement. The A-bomb is not only a great place for your winch, it's also a great foundational piece to build your bumper off of. I've always been a big fan of tube bumpers. Kurt from DIY4X and myself emailed back and forth for several weeks, trying to come up with the best size for these tubes. That if you wanted to build the same bumper, you can go to DIY4X.com. With that, you will get the stinger and the 2 wrap bars. The other 2 bars, this supporting piece and this supporting piece, you can just cut yourself. Don't worry if you don't have a notcher. Kurt does all the bends for you. He notches down here where it's going to match on your wrap tube. All you need to finish it off is about 8 feet of 1.75 by 120 wall tubing, an angle grinder or cutoff wheel, and maybe a chop saw. I never planned on getting an air compressor built into my winch, but I was able to buy this PowerPlant winch used off of Craigslist. The benefit of this device is it gives me not only a 9,500 pound winch, but also a built-in air compressor. Up front, I decided to go with a thimble instead of a hook. Basically a safety thing. Let's be honest, it looks kind of cool. I also chose to go with a synthetic rope, as the cable I had didn't last more than 2 wheeling trips before it was kinked, and I'd actually damaged it. That was more than likely my fault, but with the synthetic cable, you get lighter, you get safer, it floats. What more can you ask for? The winch itself is a big girl. If I was able to get this to fit, rest assured that you're going to be able to get pretty much any other worn winch to fit in here. I was able to move the fair lead hole over and lower the fair lead hole. That enabled me to get a good pull on the rope, use the mount up front, and weld close the hole that existed. With the PowerPlant air compressor, I'm able to plumb into a hard line off the A-bomb, run air for my tires, along with an impact driver. All in one nice compact package. Very stoked on this. And obviously a winch isn't going to be any good if it can't pull you out, so. The synthetic winch line is just so much nicer to work with. It's just a lot more pliable. I got an extra long sheath to cover it, but it's just so much more pliable. It's a lot lighter. But mainly, should this snap, the potential energy stored in it is a lot less. So you got a much safer system. The DIY4X I. Get one. Do I have a different fitting than is on here? We're gonna cut all this, right?
We'll see.